Welcome back, guys. Today Chad and I are going to be going around the newest addition to our inventory, this 1967 Elcamino, factory red car. It's went through restoration, turned kind of resto mod with the 700R4 4-speed automatic transmission.
Awesome looking wheels. I mean, the wheels just really fit this car.
Yeah, they do. It's a lot of fun to drive as well.
Yeah, we were very impressed with it. We're obviously, it's kind of a crappy day here in Iowa. It's going to get warmer though, guys, so have to bear with us. It's also flurrying a little bit today, but we're doing the best we can to get these cars on the market for you guys. So beautiful car. As Dalton goes ahead and opens a hood, I'll tell you what, this is a super straight car. It's got a beautiful finish, BFG tires on it, and some US mags, and those wheels are super clean. What I like about it is, as you go underneath the hood, it just looks pretty bone stock. It is a 327 engine, not the original engine, but it's a 327 4-barrel, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, and the air conditioning, guys, does work. When they did the restoration, they did a beautiful job on the bottom side of the hood with the new insulation and jammed it properly. Again, original red car, R-R for paint, no vinyl top.
Real nice looking engine compartment.
Yeah, new Napa battery. I mean, this car's just ready to jump in and drive. When I bought it from the previous owner, it was about 500 miles away. He told me I could jump right in and drive it home. So I didn't, just because of the weather, but just kind of tells a lot about the condition of the drivetrain. Also, during the restoration, they replaced a lot of the chrome, replaced the front bumper, got that re-chromed. The grille looks excellent. A couple little dings on the side chrome over here on the fender eyebrow. Other than that, really nice front end. Nice even gap from front to back here on the top of the fender, and it lines up beautifully across the top of the fender to the top of the hood, both sides. And really a nice finish. I mean, the paint and bodywork on this car is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
How about that stance?
I like it. It kind of looks like it's ready to jump off the line. A little bit bigger tire in the back.
Yeah, those tires really fill up that rear wheel well. There's not really, guys, a lot to talk about on the paint. Paint job's a beautiful driver quality, local car show quality, a really nice gap here. Check out like the back of the hood could come up just a little bit here, but all this rest of the stuff lines up really nicely. Really nice gap here. A tiny little chip right there, guys. Another little chip on the rocker panel right here. But very, very small stuff. Lower rocker, in front of the quarter, behind the quarter. Gap back here from top to bottom. I mean, it lines up on this quarter just perfectly. I don't think hardly anything's been done to this car. If you go to our website, guys, coyoteclassics.com, when I say anything done as far as metal work, it's a super solid original car underneath. Inside the box, they did have your typical dings. I mean, somebody used this as an Elcamino, as a pickup. So it's got some dings in it, but they did rhino line it, and they painted it with the matching red. Now, these are pretty long quarters, and I'll tell you what, this thing's super straight, no bubbles or blisters anywhere that I can see, and those wheels fill it out very nicely. Back bumper's been re-chromed, tail light chrome is in good shape, lenses are nice as well. Tailgate opens and closes very nicely. And when they did the tailgate, guys, this is something to talk about too. We've got chrome hinges here, and just a beautiful job jamming this tailgate. No issues there.
That's impressive. This area, a lot of times they'll kind of skim.
Oh, definitely. It's a spot that no one really talks about. Another spot people don't talk about too much is the bottoms of the doors, and just check these out. I mean, these skins here are awesome. Never had any issues there, no Bondo. Corner of the door looks good. The jam itself, whoever did it, did a nice job. They pulled the doors off, did a nice job jamming it as well. Sill plates are a little iffy. They could probably have a little better shine to them, maybe replace them. Door panels, armrests, pads, bases, all of that's all been replaced. New rubbers, new roof. The little pinch weld around here along the roof's all been replaced as well. Dome light works, headliner's excellent, visors are nice, dash pad is excellent. It's got some nice kick panel speakers in here. far as our dash, the chrome on the dash is excellent. This has all been replaced. This is original, so a guy could definitely replace that. The odometer shows 56,639. Even though it's a super rust-free car, I'm guessing it's probably a 156, but it's hard to say. Horn works, gas gauge works, wipers are working, air and heat works great. Go ahead and get that heat rolling for us. Radio, AM, FM, Chevy cassette works good. Like I said, just a super nice clean car. Inside the glove box, it does have a
aux cord for the radio.
Yeah, that's really nice. And it's got the little smaller glove box there for the AC. Oops. Always have problems with the glove box. I might have to put the key in there. Other than that, the paint on the dash, the paint on the steering column, that was all redone during restoration. I love the wood grain on here on the Elcaminos.
I do too, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Working as well.
Yeah, the seat. How about the seat? It's got the correct seat cover on it. No one's put a different seat in it. It's got the retractable seat belts here.
The car's just ready to go.
It is. Super nice car, guys. One thing it is missing, it's missing the 7 on the 327. It needs a new emblem for that front fender.
It's a 3.2.
Yeah, and a couple tiny little paint chips, guys, but I mean small. This car is awesome. If you're looking for an Elcamino and you just want a beautiful driver you can pop into any local car show and be proud of, I'd say this is the one. I love those wheels. They did the nice job. It's got 4-wheel drum brakes. They are power, but they're drum, and they stop great. Another thing, check out both of these corners of these doors line up beautifully right here to the quarter. I mean, no one's hacked the quarter in here and had it sticking in or sticking out. Rocker panel's excellent all the way here to the lower front fender. Our gap is really nice from top to bottom here. You can't get it any better than that. As far as our roof, no hail damage, no issues there at all either. So just a really nice turnkey car, guys.
I think it's funny that on these Elcaminos, there's really not much of a roof. You know,
No.
it's about 2 foot.
Very, very small. All the way back in here in the sail panel too, just really nice. If you look right on top of it, you can see just a tiny, tiny little hairline crack.
Geez, you're getting picky.
Oh yeah, yeah, I guess there is one. Little one right here too. But look at the red on this one, Dalton. If you look really close, it's got a really nice metallic in that red. Driver's side door panel is awesome. The bottom of the door is like brand new as well. In and out here as we come in and out. The cords are awesome with the seat. The seat's perfect. The heater works great.
Thank goodness.
So we kind of talked about everything. Horn and gas gauge and wipers and heat, radio, dome light, everything works. 700 R4, powerful 327, and the kickdown works too. I don't know if we'll get to that with the roads kind of crappy today, but we drove it the other day and it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and like with braking too, it does have 4-wheel power drum brakes, but I remember us being super impressed when we were going 65. We hit the brakes. We just came to a nice straight halt.
Yeah, that was the same way with that GTO Judge too. That didn't even have power brakes, and that had just 4-wheel drum. Yeah. If those, you know, if you every couple times a year, guys, you kind of go through those drums a little bit, or make sure they're getting used. What hurts the drum brakes is just sitting. You know, if they sit for a couple years, you just better figure out doing wheel cylinders and pads and resurfacing those inside of those drums.
That's a great point.
Nice dual exhaust, and I really liked how that dual exhaust just barely, didn't quite touch, but just come right underneath that back bumper. It looked really sharp.
Yeah, it did.
So as we're sitting here at an idle, sits here and runs great. Steering wheel's nice and straight. The brakes feel good. Just a quiet car.
It gets up though.
It does, man. That thing shifts hard.
Yeah, it does. And that 700 R4 is so nice to have.
I know, but so many times, guys, they put those 700, I've said this before, they put those 700 R4s in there and they don't get the shift points right. So it's just sloppy shift. This thing, man, this thing kicks down, sits you back in your seat and rolls.
Yeah, it does.
Look at the steering on it. Again, I always like to point that out. There's no hands on the wheel, straight down the road. There's a curve here.
Yeah, that's for the
Seriously though, it's a great car, guys. This is one we're going to take right out to our heated storage, and it's ready to sell to the next buyer. It's ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. There's really nothing that needs to be done on.
Nope, definitely not.
Just needs a driver.
Exactly. Here's our power brakes, guys. No disc, stops beautiful, no pull left or right. Our idle comes down nicely.
Just a well set up car.
And it's freaking cold today too. I mean, this thing is just really running well.
Except for it's about 5 degrees and the warmest day we've had in like 2 weeks, so I'm not complaining.
Exactly.
All right, guys, go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check this thing out. Just a ready to go 1967 El Camino.